Hey everyone, what is up? Welcome to or welcome back to the Lovely Wolf Den. I'm Nadia and here is my playlist for the month of December. Wow, so here we are, December 31st, 2020. Let's just all take a big, deep breath together. It has been, no, I don't need to go into that. We all know it's been a year. I'm currently filming this on the 31st and I'm gonna upload it on the 31st, so it'll be the last Lovely Wolf video of 2020, the last playlist video of 2020. 2021 is going to be the year where I do it like for the whole entire year. Like I started this when, in March? Yeah, I think it was March when I started it, so I'm pretty excited. This month was wild. Like it followed the trend that the last few months had been giving, which was it felt like it was two parts, and what I was listening to at the beginning of the month was not what I was listening to at the end of the month. So originally I was gonna do like, oh, my favorite Christmas songs or whatever, but I meant to do that a little bit around Christmas and that didn't end up happening, so here I am. I'm just gonna do everything like normal. This is my December playlist for December 2020. If you're new here, this is a little series that I do where during the month I have a playlist on Spotify where anytime I find a new song, whether it came out that month or not, or an artist that I really like releases something new, if I like it, if I vibe with it, I just put it on the playlist and that's what I'm listening to. And then at the end of the month, I choose a few of my favorites and then I talk about them in this video. The link to that playlist will be in the description down below because I don't talk about everything. And if you want to check it out, that'd be real cool. Like, you can do so. Let's get into it. I unfortunately didn't prepare for this because initially I was going to wait and like upload it either tomorrow or a few days into January, but I was like, no, this is the last 2020 like themed video. I need to leave it in 2020. First, let's talk about Bad Karma by Miley Cyrus featuring Joan Jett. So Miley's album came out in November, but I'm pretty sure it was the last day of November, November 30th. So I put the songs on December, obviously. The three songs that I really love from the album are Plastic Hearts, Angels Like You, and Bad Karma. But Bad Karma specifically, just like every time I listen to it, I go in. First of all, I'm just so happy that Miley is like really embodying the rock sound, and let me tell you, she is bodying it perfectly. Like this look and style and sound that she is doing right now just fits her so well, and the fact that she has Joan Jett on this is absolutely incredible. It is a banger. I listen to it all the time and I sing my heart out to it and I think I'm doing a good job, and then I record myself and I'm like, ooh. But regardless, it is fantastic. My favorite line in it is probably, I'd rather just do it and then think about it later, because I don't know, I feel like I vibe with that and I understand. Moving on, Heartbeat by Childish Gambino. So I finished watching Community, I don't even remember when at this point, but not too long ago. And all throughout watching Community, I was like, Donald Glover is carrying this show on his back along with Dan Pudi, but like that's another story. But I'd always like appreciated Donald Glover and Childish Gambino and whatnot, but I never took the time to really like dive in. I guess I was just waiting for the right moment. When I finished Community, I was like, you know what? I really like this guy. Let me finally go into his music. So then I started listening to Camp, and first of all, amazing album. I mean, it came out in 2011, so I'm sure, or I hope some of y'all know that already, but Heartbeat specifically really stood out to me because I can't even explain what it is about this song that is so addicting, whether it's that like high, like kind of bass boosted sound that it has, and then the lyrics along with it. I won't go into some of my favorite lyrics because they're a little explicit, but literally just all of everything that he talks about and the word plays and stuff is just absolutely genius. I love this song a lot. So I'm going to talk about Taylor Swift's Evermore for a second. Originally, I was going to do like a brief just talk about the album as a whole instead of going into my favorite songs because I loved so many songs on it, but I'm just gonna kind of do both maybe. Evermore as a whole. I feel like it was actually Camille that told me this thought and I just completely agree with her. So I feel like that she just had all of these songs, but it would have been too long to put them all on one album, so that's why she did like Folklore and then Evermore. I don't know if that's like confirmed or not, but it was something my sister said and I'm like, oh, I agree. I was afraid that because of that it was just gonna sound way too similar to Folklore and it just wouldn't hit the same because it would just be like an extension, you know? But if that is the case, that she just had all of these songs, the way she chose to separate them is unbelievable to me because Folklore and Evermore, they both have a similar feel to it, but I feel like Evermore is just kind of like putting it in astrology terms, Folklore is the sun sign and Evermore is the moon sign. You get what I mean? Like, I feel like Evermore is kind of like the inner ego, whereas Folklore is just kind of like the persona. You get me? I don't know if that makes sense, but that's how I see it. And just like, I absolutely adored Folklore, but not as many songs resonated with me as it did in Evermore. And so the fact that like she was able to do that, I'm already such a huge supporter for Taylor Swift's talent and her storytelling abilities, her songwriting, everything. Like, I have respected it for as long as I've been a Taylor Swift fan. And the fact that she's been in the game like this long and still continues to just produce masterpieces is just astounding to me. And I would say I wish I could talk about each song. Maybe I'll do a video like just talking about Evermore in general. I don't know. I would say my two favorite songs from it that I'll talk about are Tolerate It and No Body, No Crime. So Tolerate It, when I first heard it, I literally cried. Like, it takes a lot for a song to actually do that to me. It really doesn't happen that often when it comes to music. It really takes a lot for me to cry. She just really opened a wound with this song. It's just like, to put things bluntly, like, I just understand exactly the feeling that she is talking about in this song. The feeling that you're putting so much of yourself into this person, getting nothing in return. It's heartbreaking and it's awful, and the fact that she was able to articulate it so beautifully and perfectly just like absolutely destroyed me. And No Body, No Crime. So this song to me is a mixture of her songs Better Than Revenge, Should Have Said No, and Picture to Burn. This song is a combination of all those as an older woman, like older, rich, classy woman in a silk robe holding a glass of wine, gazing out of her mansion. Like, that is just like the picture that I see when I listen to this song. There's just something about country women singing about killing men. Like, I don't even know. Like, have you heard the song Two Black Cadillacs by Carrie Underwood? Like, listen to that song, listen to this song, you know what I mean. Country women just like, they just know how to talk about killing men. And I'm glad that it finally happened for Taylor, and she did it just so, ooh, this oh gosh. But anyway, moving on away from Evermore. Meg The Stallion also dropped an album. I think it was in November when she dropped it, but I didn't listen to it until December. So my two favorite songs from that album are Don't Rock Me to Sleep and Girls in the Hood. Don't Rock Me to Sleep is just such a different vibe from the rest of the album, and it's kind of like a pop vibe that I really like. I don't know, it kind of fits in with the current trends that are happening, but it's Megan Thee Stallion, so it's like her own take on it, and I absolutely love it. And then Girls in the Hood just really gets me going. Like, I can't even describe like the power that I feel when I listen to this song. Like, pretty much any Megan Thee Stallion song, I feel so powerful listening to it. Like, I love her a lot. She is a fellow Aquarius queen, and I love her. The last two songs I'm going to talk about are the designated K-pop songs. So the first one is going to be So Bad by Stacey. Let me tell you, okay, so this is a debut song, meaning it's their first song ever. They're coming into the K-pop industry, into the music industry with this song. I'm telling you, okay, BTS and women saved this year. BTS are the only men that contributed to making this year bearable, but other than then, women were the forefront of keeping my sanity together. And in K-pop specifically, women were just killing it. Like, I loved so many K-pop comebacks from girl groups this year. It is actually insane. The debuts that happened, like, not all of them were super strong, I would say. There are only a few that I would give credit for being like the best debuts of this year, and this song is one of them. It goes along with the current trend that is happening of making songs sound a little bit more retro-y 80s pop, kind of, but still, y'all know me, I am a sucker for that all the time. Like, and this is just done so good. So the fact that these girls are just freshly debuted, like they have like not much experience, and they came out with this song and this energy, and it's just like, it really gets me going. Here's a clip of me dancing to it. Boom, in the video, hey, yeah, pa. na 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 but I want you so bad. Boom, pa, na so up so darn, pa, na 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 na. Yeah, I really love this song. And the last song that I'm going to talk about is "Cry for Me" by Twice. They performed this song at a year-end award show in Korea. No one had heard this song before. It wasn't released. It was just they just performed it. They just did it and expected us to just move on from it. I don't know why that they would do that and not expect us to rage that we don't have this song on streaming platforms. What had happened was everyone just like went crazy. And then the company just decided, oh yeah, okay, fine, we'll release this song. And then they did. This song, I already really love Twice a lot. Like the way that they have progressed in their career is just so beautiful and flawless. But this song just hit me in a way that I can't explain. It was like a truck just came knocked me down. Like this song is just, I haven't put enough thought into how I feel about this song, so I'm really struggling trying to articulate why it is just so addicting to me. You just need to take my word for it. Like this song is just dark in all the right ways, so full of emotion, and the sounds that they use to like fuel that in it are just so it really hits the mark for me. And like all throughout the song, like the tagline and like the chorus is, I want you to cry, cry for me, na 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 na. And then at the end of the song, they're like, I want you to die for me. And it's like, woo, woo. Yeah, no, I feel like I just did a really bad job at explaining how I feel about this song, but I don't care. I hope that my reaction and everything will speak for itself. So anyway, those are the songs that I loved in December 2020. That is it. That is the last playlist video for the year 2020. I will link the December playlist in the description below if you want to listen to it, and I will also link my 2020 master list. That is the playlist that has all the songs from every month playlist that I made this year, if you want to check that out. I don't know if anyone actually checks out my playlists, but I'm still gonna put it there anyway. You can, it's there. Thank y'all so much for supporting these videos. This has been probably one of the highlights of my year. I just love talking about music so much, and the fact that some of y'all really like to hear me talk about it is just it's so great. It's so amazing, and I can't thank y'all enough for that. Thank you so much for an amazing year on Lovely Wolf. Here is to next year being even better. Hopefully, I'm slowly coming out of my creative block, so we'll see what happens. But with that, thank you so much for watching another Lovely Wolf video. As always, please make sure to like and subscribe if you have not already. Comment down below anything you would like to see any of the Lovely Wolf creators do, and if you'd like more content from us, join our Patreon. The link will be in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching. Catch y'all later.